after another championship for the Warriors and their big three. Let's talk some of the best big threes in recent NBA history. The Bulls trio of Jordan, Pippen, and Rodman only played 3 seasons together, but they won 3 titles in those 3 seasons. A then NBA record 72 wins in 95-96. But listen, they also swept the Eastern Conference champs, 60-win Shaq Penny Magic, beat a 64-win Supersonics team in 6 games. And by the way, Jordan, Pippen, and whoever the third best player is, actually won 6 championships and never went to a Game 7. Then there's this trio, Duncan, Ginobili, and Parker. 5 finals. They won 4 of them, 19 finals games. Were the most wins of any trio in the last 50 years until these guys. Warriors trio of Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. They now have the most finals wins by any trio of the last 50 years. Steph, Klay, and Dre have now won 4 NBA titles together, the only other All-NBA trio over the last 50 seasons to do that, as I mentioned. Spurs, Duncan, Ginobili, and Parker. Tim, that is true. I think it's a little problematic because, as we heard RJ say, the 3 of them, that's what made it all work. And yet the best big 3 that they had was when KD was there. So you got to take either Klay or... And when you talk about big 3, why do Jordan and Pippen need to have a third guy? The 2 of them destroyed everybody, right?
They had 2 third guys.
And they had 2 third guys, and both of them were way better than all the other big 3s.
Right.
But where do they rank? They have to be these 3 because that is the nucleus. They reinvented basketball, basically, the wheel, right?
Yep.
Where do they rank?
I think they rank right near the top, and I think it's for what you said at the end. It's the way they revolutionized the sport, right? Steph Curry and Draymond Green might be the most symbiotic pair of players we've ever seen. Like, when they're both on the court, Golden State is unbeatable. You take one of them off the court, they get way worse right away because they just perfectly fit together. And I thought Richard's point earlier about Klay, really, the reason those guys are so devastating is because you have both of them out there. Even Klay at this point, at his diminished state, coming off these injuries, trying to work his way back, the Celtics are still face guarding him at all times. So you're already down to 4-on-4, and then you've got Steph Curry running around, coming off screens, flying around. Those 2 out there, changing the geometry of the court, it's completely revolutionized the sport. And that's why, to me, those 3 guys together for all that they've done, they have to be right at the top of any discussion.
When you talk about symbiosis, that's exactly right, because Steph and Dre together reinvented it's like the postmodern game. But it doesn't really have this like nuclear fusion or whatever until you get Klay there, and then good luck.
That's right.
How many more titles do you think they're going to win before all is said and done? This nucleus of those 3 guys.
I would like to say multiple just because it'd be fun to say, to get up to 6, and then your talk about Michael Jordan might come down a bit. But I will say that I think they'll get 1. I think they'll find a way to get 1. And part of that is going to be because they have the resources to go out and get more players later, right? They've got these young guys coming along. They have money to spend. Andrew Wiggins has certainly come into his own this year. And these guys clearly showed in this run, they are still, to me, they have the competitive fire and they have the athletic gifts. They could still be a team that's going to be in the mix for 2 or 3 more years.
I'm with you. They get 1 more. And maybe more than that, but not as here's Steph Curry, the best player on the team. Maybe they can get more if they add pieces, but as the 3 of them, as we know them, doing what they do, they got another one in them. I agree. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.